Testing 1, 2, 3. That's all sounding good. How we all doing? Everyone good today? Looks like it sounds I think we're all good. I think the sound is good. I don't think I'm out of sync. Slightly looked like I was out of sync there. I think everything's good. I'm sure people will tell me otherwise. But hi. Hi there. Have not done this for a long time, haven't we? It's been such a long hiatus. Starting to think I wasn't going to ever do this again. I thought, oh, maybe I just haven't had the time anymore. Because that is partially for the reasoning for not doing this for a long time. Due to lack of free time and having to get other things done. Other little jobs here and there that need attention. I was actually starting to wonder maybe I was a bit too ambitious about doing this. Maybe it was not the right time. And then I was hearing stuff about Twitch making some very awkward decisions that have made other streamers unhappy. You know, YouTube's sort of a similar state, so I was wondering, maybe am I just wasting my time? Maybe I'm just wasting my time with all this, but, you know what? This is meant to be fun at the end of the day. This was all, the idea intentionally was this was just for doing it for fun. See how far I got with it, but I don't know, when you lack motivation. But what a weird way to start this off. Sorry, no, back to what this is about. Sorry for the long hiatus. I am now back. Maybe we shall see. Sorry for the little ramble there. Wouldn't be me if I didn't ramble on about bollocks, basically. Welcome if you are watching for the first time. Welcome if you're watching for the whatever time. Welcome back. Hi there. How are you doing? How are y'all doing? Don't know why that was over my intro. To be honest, I didn't like it, so I might not even bother doing it anymore. As if we do another one after this. But anyway, so if you can tell by the title, it is Money in the Bank simulation / predictions also, because I'll give my predictions on what I think is going to happen at the actual event. At the time of this, it is Friday, and Money in the Bank will be going on tomorrow, Saturday. I can't remember the time, but it should be early in the day for us Brits, as it's going to be held in London, England. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully I get to see it. Anyway. So, if you haven't seen one of these sorts of live streams / videos before, it's basically we take the event of WWE's live events and we let the AI decide who would actually come out on top in these matches. I'm trying to keep up because I've not done this for a long time, so my brain's like, so we just let the AI basically decide who they think is going to be the winners of the matches, what the outcomes are going to be as. While that goes on, I'll be giving my predictions at the same time. Hopefully I can get my prediction in before the AI decides to finish the match early, because that has happened once or twice before. I didn't do one for Night of Champions for personal reasons that I won't get into, but I choose not to do specific events for specific areas, if you can pick up on that hint. Hence why I didn't do Night of Champions. I've been in two mindsets about maybe doing AEW pay-per-views. There's a bit more admin work if I have to do that. I'm sort of considering doing AEW pay-per-views with the new Fight Forever, which I may or may not live stream. But yeah, we shall see. Anyway, I'm not going to waste too much time, as I've got other things to get on with today, so I wanted to try and jump on now as soon as possible. I was meant to do this a lot earlier. Oh, things are happening now. Really needs to just calm down. So, on the match card, I've got it written down the side here. On the match card, we have for Money in the Bank 2023. This year, we'll be seeing. I'll try and do this in some order. We'll be seeing Gunther versus Matt Riddle for the Intercontinental Championship. Cody versus Dominic Mysterio. So Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio in I assume just a normal one-on-one match. I don't think there has been a stipulation put in place. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler will be defending their women's tag team titles against former champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, or is it Gonzalez? I think it's Gonzalez now. Or is it Rodriguez? I always mix up her NXT name with her new WWE name. Seth Rollins will be defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor, which is the match I'm actually looking forward to the most. Because funnily enough, the second match I'm looking forward to, even though this has had a big story behind it for years now, is the Bloodline Civil War of Roman Reigns teaming up with Solo Sikoa to take on Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, which should be a very dramatic match, because there's been a lot of reports surrounding that match, but we shall see what happens. But also, because it's Money in the Bank, that's not the only thing we're getting. We are also going to be getting LA Knight, Damian Priest, Butch, Santos Escobar, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Ricochet in the men's Money in the Bank. And the women's Money in the Bank will consist of Bayley, Io Sky, Trish Stratus, Zoe Starks, Becky Lynch, and Zelina Vega. So, really good card. Really nice round card there. A bit worried about this microphone. Really should have got a new headset when I had the chance. Oh well, live and learn. So, as I said, not going to waste too much time. We're just going to go straight for it. Entrances are off because obviously the music in this game doesn't play on Twitch, and then that also affects YouTube, sadly. But it's copyright issues, I guess, and I guess it also protects me at the end of the day. But because there isn't the music, there's no point in having the entrances on. You should know that by now if you've been watching. So, title match on. So, we're going to start with Gunther defending his Intercontinental Championship against Matt Riddle. One sec. Let's add managers. Make it a bit more exciting. Where is he? There he is. Ludwig Kaiser. Can't talk. Cannot talk. I do apologise though. This is literally the first time I've streamed in a long time, so I've kind of lost the flow of it. So I'm going to be all out of sorts. Let's give him his Imperium attire. I'm all over the place today. I think it's also because I'm practically trying to be aware of the time and trying to rush it. As I've said, I've got other things I need to get on with. But yeah, so also because they've kind of been involved with the story, we're going to add in Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Go. Okay, that's all settled. And it is for, once again, the Intercontinental Championship. So this should be a really good match, because they've been trying to build it up with... They're trying to give Riddle a brand new sort of feel to him. Like, they're actually starting to implement more of his MMA background style in the ring. Trying to make him feel more like a... more dangerous, more of a legit competitor, and I'm kind of glad they're doing that. Like, get away from the goofiness he's been doing lately. Oh, straight away. So, yeah. So I'm kind of glad they're doing that, and they're really implementing it, because Gunther's been attacking the ankle of Riddle in backstage segments and in ring, so they're kind of like, he's trying to soften him up, knowing that will be going to play a big factor in the match. I think it's going to be a really surprising, hard-hitting match, similar to Sheamus versus Gunther. Because a lot of people aren't taking Riddle seriously because of the way he's been presented up until now, so I do fully understand people not wanting to see Riddle win the IC title and defeat Gunther yet. But to be honest, I really do feel like, when it comes to what they've shown so far with Riddle, I think we are going to get a very competitive, hard-hitting clash of styles between the two. And it's going to be impressive to watch. Ooh, already with the chops. But when it comes to my predictions of who I think is going to win, I've got to go with Gunther. I don't think they're ready to end his championship reign yet as Intercontinental Champion. I don't know how long they're planning to keep it going for. Because I think he's beaten Honky Tonk Man's streak now, as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. I mean, there's other records he can break as well to become the longest reigning. But I don't think it's time yet for Gunther to drop the title. I think they want to keep it going for a little bit longer. And when you finally do drop that, when he finally does drop the title, it's got to be to the right person. And I think they want to build that up to be something special. Similar to what they're doing with Roman Reigns, I guess. I mean, Roman should have lost it at Mania to Cody. But the Triple H has got a plan, and I'm going to trust that his plan is going to work out down the road. But in this case, in this scenario, I've got to go with Riddle. No, so I've got to go with Gunther. Gunther's got to be the one to win this one. Because I just don't see it. I just don't see him winning yet. I mean, if it was Austin Theory for the US title, different story. But as for, because it's Gunther, I think they want to keep the reign going just a bit longer. I think this is going to end in the count. Oh. But Riddle's not going to win it. Oh, okay, smart enough to get back out. I generally thought he was going to let the counter happen. Oh, Giovanni creeping with that there.
Some hard offense landing on the champ. Yeah, Riddle was looking to leave a mark on his opposition, and that might have done it. He climbs into the ring. Taking a trip outside, but he's got to be mindful of the count.
I think at the moment he's still injured, Giovanni, so we might not see him hit Money in the Bank.
And he said, "You're not getting me with that this time." Full control, what a kick.
Bit of a shame.
Definitely pre-calculated, hoping to greatly diminish the power.
I guess thankfully I think it keeps Imperium's Kaiser and Giovanni protected. Because I think they should win the tag titles at some point, just not as of yet, because I kind of want to see Owens and Zayn as tag champions for a long while. Well, they didn't get on the card with Pretty Deadly. I mean, I think that's saved for SmackDown tonight, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty surprised they didn't have that one on this main card. Unless that's going to be the pre-show, I'm not sure. I think this is the full official card now. From what I can see online from just double checking everything.
Slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold.
Okay, my camera seems to have frozen. Okay, I'll have to fix that after this match. I'm not doing it in the middle of the match.
Off the turnbuckles. What's he gonna do? Staggering to his feet, but he won't like what's coming next. Up high. Look out below.
And Riddle with a crossbody.
You gotta be some special kind of crazy to do that. Oh, what a counter. Drop kick.
Ooh, I thought Owens, with his anger issues there, was going to strike Gunther for a second. I guess he was just leading a distraction there for Riddle to get back in. Why my camera's done that? I don't even know when that did that. That's quite annoying. Always technical issues. Every time I try and do a live stream, technical issues. I may never have a clean live stream ever. What do you take off there? Turn the camera off. Whoa! I was not expecting that. Then again, Riddle's had most of the offense for this one, so that could be a possible outcome. We might actually see Matt Riddle win the Intercontinental title. I mean, I'm still going with Gunther. I don't think they're going to be giving the title to Riddle.
A brutal loss for our now former champion. The now former champion obviously not happy with this outcome. I did not think a title change was
one way for a victory, then tap out victory on Gunther. Okay, let me just check what's going on with the camera situation. I don't know why it's done this. Right, one sec. One sec. Hello, Danny boy. Good to see you. Okay. It's not coming back on. I may have to do this without the I'll have to do this without the camera. Okay, and it's not even I don't know. It's not even coming back on. Because I don't know what it was looking like when you... I don't know how long you've been watching for, obviously, Danny boy. I look over and see on my second screen here that my face cam was frozen. Like, obviously you can hear me just fine, but the face cam part was frozen. I've just tried to do the whole turn it off and on trick, and it doesn't seem to be coming back on. Okay, I guess we're doing the rest of this live stream without the camera because I don't know what's happened there. It's not done that before. My only guess is I haven't used it for some time, so maybe it's kind of decided it's not going to function as well. Or it might be the connection to the Xbox, I don't know. But I guess this is going to be a live stream without the camera. So apologies to anyone watching. I don't know why that is. But as long as the sound is coming through, if Dan, you can vouch there for me. If the sound's coming through just fine, then we can just continue this on. No issue. At the end of the day, this is supposed to be, you know, simulating the matches and me giving out my predictions. So a webcam's not really main ideal. Worth doing a full restart as it's only 20 mins or like restarting. No. I don't need to restart. It's fine. Like I said, no. It's not a major. What am I doing here? It's not a major issue, as this is only it's only a simulation, so it's not supposed to be like my face isn't the main priority. Right. Let me set up the next match. I guess we can do. Yeah, I can do this in all. Or actually, let's do the. Since we just done the IC title first, I should have actually done one of the Money in the Banks first. Let's do the women's Money in the Bank. No idea what I'm doing anymore. Alright, so. Okay, ladder. Oops. Alright, so it's a 6-woman ladder match. Can I set up the... I'll check. I wonder if I can set the one of the briefcases. So, Bailey, Io Sky, or Io Shirai as I remember her as. Far better name in my opinion. Where is she? Trish Stratus. Let's use that custom attire. Zoe Stark. I thought she was already set as an alternative attire. Oh well, while I'm looking at her I might as well grab her. Oh, no. Actually, no. I think I know why. I think I know why that is. Oh no. Forget it, I might as well just use the actual Queen Selena, who's already in the game. And last person, Becky Lynch. So, this is our women's Money in the Bank for this year. Is Selena Vega, Trish Stratus, Bailey, Io Sky, Zoe Stark, and Becky Lynch. And can I? Yes, I can. There we go. Let's find out which one of these women's going to become Miss Money in the Bank, shall we? Yeah, so, I was supposed to do this a lot earlier, Dan. I was a bit slow and having to do some other things. But we finally got the stream going, so all well and good. Still debating whether I'll continue this. Try and get back into it again. I'll try and get back into it, see how I feel. And go from there. As this is a slight return to form. I have a feeling this match is going to go on for quite a while.
But the ring is clear so the ladder can be set up to climb. You have to move
As long as I get everything finished before 5, I should be fine.
Don't waste a single second on anything that isn't an opponent or the prize atop the ladder. You can enjoy the highlights later. She's taking some big hits here. And back into the ring.
I'm heading out tonight to attend a small little event. I'm just trying to make sure I got everything. I wanted to get this sort of done. Sort of try and use this as a way of getting back on Switch, and at the same time try and get the predictions and everything in. Predictions, yes. So, predictions for this match. You've got so many different elements. So you've got Trish Stratus, who is aligned with Zoe Stark. You've got Io Sky and Bayley, who are a tag team. And currently you've got Becky Lynch, who's feuding with Trish and Zoe Stark, and Zelina Vega, who hasn't really got much connection with anyone currently, except for the fact that she's part of the LWO, and they're starting to slowly build her up and give her a bit more credibility, so that's decent. This is one of the matches I've not really put too much thought into. There's only 2 women that I want to see win this match, and one of them is the one that is currently trying to take the briefcase down now, and she might just, oh my gosh, she's 1 away. She nearly won it. That was incredible. If Zelina hadn't got up there as fast as she did, we could have seen Io Sky win there. So yeah, Io Sky is actually one of the people I want to see win. I kind of want to see her turn on Bayley and take the briefcase and finally get a decent singles run with Io, because she is such a talented woman. And she needs to actually be starting to get featured more, in my opinion. More so than she has, because that match with her and Bianca Belair, I think it was at Night of Champions, the match those two put on was incredible. Just absolutely back and forth, really great, 2 different styles of skills just being showcased. It was fantastic to watch, and that's what I want to see more of from Io Sky. The whole damage control with her and Bayley and Dakota Kai really has kind of fallen flat on its face, and it's such a shame because it started out promising. But it's definitely run its course, it's going nowhere. It's better off to separate Io and Bayley. And if Dakota comes back and they want to continue Dakota and Bayley's damage control, maybe have a different member, by all means, give it a shot in the arm if you need to, just maybe get Io away. So she is my main prediction for winning it. If I had to have a second option, I would go with Zoe Stark, because she's aligned with Trish Stratus, somebody who is a legend in women's wrestling for WWE, and she is a young upcoming talent, so you kind of, actually, I don't know if she's that young, but she is a brand new fresh talent. I think would be more beneficial to have Trish help put her over, get more eyes on her, and get that briefcase on her. Right now the AI's fighting each other, but realistically these women are actually aligned in real life here. But yeah, I think Zoe Stark with the briefcase, while aligned with Trish Stratus, is a perfect way to really establish her as a new dominant upcoming talent that you could put in there with your main women. There's not a lot many main women, or a lot of women you can take seriously. So the more you start establishing to be a bit more dominant, I guess. Perfect. And Becky Lynch is going to steal it. And she does. Io Sky did all the work there, and Becky just had to wait for the right opportunity to come in and steal it. And that could be what we see. Becky could actually win Miss Money in the Bank. And thank God for What's the Status for getting this version of Becky Lynch working, because the current model they have for the game looks crap. I'm glad to have this model. Okay, so Becky Lynch as Miss Money in the Bank. We may see that. It could go either way, but my prediction for that match would definitely be Io Sky at the end of the day. Now let's get on to the next match. It's going to be one-on-one with Cody Rhodes, if I can find him. There he is. Versus... where is he? Dominic Mysterio, there he is. Let's go with that one, I think. Add manager, because I think we all know that Rhea Ripley is going to be ringside for this one. I don't think she has a match for Money in the Bank. I thought it was going to be her and Natalya. But I can go either way without having to see another Natalya match with her. Give her someone better, in my opinion. But anyway, so it's Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio. Now, I kind of want to see Dom win this, but see him win it in the way that he's been winning some of his matches so far, and that's kind of like either by pure luck or just by cheating.
Ever since his baptism by fire into the world of wrestling,
but by having Dom beat Cody, you kind of devalue Cody as a main eventer. Because you can't have him lose to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, put him in a feud with Brock Lesnar that is going to continue at SummerSlam, but have him lose to Dominic Mysterio of all people. Like, Dom's been getting some incredible heat from the fans, like constantly booing him. But even if you have him win, like, you've got Cody putting him over, but at the same time you're devaluing Cody Rhodes, so they need to, the finish of the match needs to be clever enough to keep both of them looking strong. At the end of the day, I'd rather just see Dom get slapped about and lose to Cody, quite personally. Even though it would probably be funny to see Dom get a victory over Cody just by underhanded tactics. But my prediction is definitely going to be sticking with Cody Rhodes on this one. But this may be a good thing. It might actually pull a good match out of Dominic. It might be decent to have Dom and Cody go one-on-one, because then Cody's going to be pulling Dominic to an actual decent match. With all hope. Might be me, and I'm not entirely sure. I feel like this game's a little bit off. Like, I'm not joking, it feels like it's a little glitchy. I felt it was a little glitchy when I was playing it a couple of weeks ago. I don't know how to describe it. Just something, even looking at it now, something just feels off about this. Like with the way the AI is moving and they're interacting with the ring. Maybe because it's in a custom arena. It's even with the way the AI are just moving about. And it looks like Cody might have already won this. This looks like it's over. That's it, one and done. That could be exactly what we see. Not that Rhea got involved much there, but I would expect more of involvement in the actual match itself.
What an emphatic victory, guys. No contest. An absolute statement by the victory.
So this stream's actually going to go quite a lot faster than I expected it would. There's me worrying about the time. I'm getting good star ratings though of how fast this is going. Pretty sure the AI used to be a bit more entertaining than this. Maybe it is the arena. Which is a bit disappointing if it's the custom arenas that are causing the issues. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next match. And it is a tag team match. And it is for the women's tag team titles. So let's get our champions ready to go. Of former UFC World Champion and former WWE Women's Champion. I think it was the Raw Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey with her tag team partner Shayna Baszler, who also has an MMA background, taking on the team of Rodriguez. It was Rodriguez. Or was that before? Was that before they changed their name? It doesn't matter. Anyway, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, the former tag team women's champions. Now, this match I'm very, very least excited about. I have no interest. I'm going to make no secret about it. I have no interest in this match whatsoever. Ever since they introduced the women's tag team titles into WWE, even WWE have had no interest in trying to make them feel special. They're just a consolation prize to women who they have nothing for, basically. Because even when the women are holding the tag team championships, they're still being used to have single feuds with other women. Not tag team feuds, singles feuds. And it's just a clear indication that they really have no idea what they want to do with the tag titles. They didn't want to have the tag titles in the first place. They'd probably be better off dropping the women's tag titles and maybe just introducing a women's mid-card championship. Because they don't even have any real women's tag teams either. A lot of them are just singles competitors all put together into teams. And okay, maybe sometimes when you put two people together, sometimes they create magic. In other cases, it just doesn't work. So if WWE don't really care about the women's tag titles, it doesn't make me want to care about them either. I just have no investment in this. But if I have to pick who was going to win, I would go for Shayna and Ronda, because they've only just won the women's tag titles. They look like the most legitimate badass women that could actually beat people up. So I can see them wanting to keep them as tag champions and keep them looking dominant for a good long while. But whether that turns into actually building up the women's tag titles to be a bit more taken seriously is another thing to see. But I just don't see them wanting to drop a set of tag titles that they've only just won and haven't had for a very long time. And they've even just unified them with the NXT women's tag team titles. So you can't just have them now lose. I'm not going to get into the depths of how they're even going to retain them or how it's all going to play out. I'm just going to go with the fact that they're two dominant women. They've only just won the tag titles, so it makes sense just to keep those belts on them. And plus, they're not really doing anything much with Ronda. Even when she's there, she's not really doing much. And I don't even know what that is about. She was such a big deal when she came in, and then they've kind of really dropped the ball with her. And I don't know if that's because people generally don't like her now, or she's gone on and said a few things that not everyone agrees with when it comes to wrestling. Because she does seem like a very nice person on social media. It's just when she does these interviews, she seems to rub a lot of wrestling fans the wrong way. And then she's even rubbed UFC fans the wrong way, so I don't know. It's quite strange.
Kick right to the leg. Oh, what a kick.
But yeah, no, I have no interest in this. I'm not excited for it. If it was down to me, I'd probably have this as the pre-show. Because it doesn't really deserve to... In fact, actually, saying that, I'd rather this be just on SmackDown and then rather have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn take on Pretty Deadly for their tag titles for Money in the Bank instead. Yeah, we're flying through these matches. There's about 7 matches, and we're already on match number 4. We're flying through this. Not doing too bad. I generally thought this was going on a bit longer, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Countered it just in time.
Oh. He's going to sleep.
Makes the save. And just in time. There she goes.
If I feel like this match is going to go on for a bit too long, I might have to get involved. Take control of one of the competitors and win the match. Oh good, Ronda heard me and decided to end the match. Not even with a finisher, she just practically military pressed her to the floor and that was it. All while Shayna dealt with Raquel outside the ring.
Maybe a little hyperbolic, but these two performed like they're born to be a tag team.
But this is what I expect to see.
Watch out.
If anyone else has any predictions, go ahead and put them in the comments. Let me know what you think. Either on here on Twitch or on YouTube or on the YouTube comment section. Let me know. Let me know what your predictions are. Right, now that we got that one out of the way, I was really not into that at all. Not even like for AI. I was not even in for that. Maybe I should have started off with that instead of the Intercontinental match. Should have got the worst one out of the way. Let's now do... Okay, let's do the World Heavyweight Championship match. Ugh. Sorry. I am very exhausted. I've been exhausted all week. So maybe it's a good thing I'm not on camera anymore. Maybe by the end of the stream you can just could have watched me have a sleep. Could have had a kip. Did I go past him? No, I did not. There we are. You know, I'm going to do this attire. Obviously, there's no entrance there, but that attire there that he's wearing for that shirt, Paul Slayer, my good friend Rory, made that in honor of beating Logan Paul at WrestleMania, because he calls himself the Beast Slayer, he called himself the King Slayer, so why not the Paul Slayer? It works. Should have called himself the Giant Slayer after beating Omos. I guess he doesn't do the the Slayer sort of nicknames anymore. But anyway, so this match is for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it's Seth Rollins defending his title against Finn Balor. I kind of wish I did a special attire for him also. But oh well. But we can still enjoy a good match. I generally think this is going to be match of the night. I think even with the Roman Reigns bloodline storyline stuff, I generally think this is going to be match of the night. This is going to be the match that steals the show, in all honesty. Because you've got history between these two. Balor's really like amping up the seriousness of it, of wanting to just beat the living SHIT out of Seth Rollins. Like, these two, when they get on the microphone and they're building up the match, and then they start laying into each other. Oh, like it makes you really want to see it. Like, you really want to see these two just go for it, and they're so talented that I cannot wait to see them. They've had matches before, but it's like every time you just cannot wait to see it again. Because they're so good and they always do something different every time.
A move like that is what sets you apart from other superstars.
And it's hard to pick a winner because I don't think they're going to take the title off Seth so soon, because he hasn't held it for that long since winning it from Night of Champions, and that was only like a month ago. And having a month-long reign with a brand new World Championship isn't the way they want to build that lineage. I think they want to keep this going. I think they literally blew their load a bit too early with having this match now. I think this is a match they could have held off till down the line, just so they could put the belt on Finn. Because as much as this is going to break my heart, my prediction is Seth's going to win. I really want to pick Balor to win, because I want to see him with the World Championship. I think he much more deserves it, more so than Seth. But quite personally, it is definitely going to be Seth. So my prediction will be Seth Rollins for this. I don't see them taking the belt off him too soon. I think they're going to keep it on him for a little bit longer. And I'm wondering how Seth has got so much offense in, and yet Balor's barely had any defense. Like, he's back up now, but Seth was really going for it. But that's how I expect this match, is just these two really laying into each other. Well, Balor's going to start off laying into Seth, and then Seth, I feel Seth's going to start coming back. But yeah, like, I just don't see them taking the belt off Seth this soon. They're going to keep it on him for a little longer. I don't know when they plan to drop it. I think he's got several months thinking to be champion before they drop it. So who, though, will be the question? It really is sad, because I would have loved to have seen Balor win the world title. Such a shame. Hopefully the AI can give me what I want. Give me Balor with the world title. Which they might do, because that was his finisher. That might be it. But Seth with the kick out.
Finn cannot believe what just happened. What else does he need to do? Rollins getting worked on here. Finn's taking any opening he can get against Rollins.
There we go, Balor's getting back into this, so even the AI wants to give a competitive match.
And Seth taking some time to, well, taking it right to him. No waiting. I'm going to tap out here, but it ain't going to matter. You still do a lot of damage, though. Looking to free the arm and does just that.
Match is already at 3.5 stars. Oh, I think he just busted Balor open there. Might have a bit of colour on him.
Back into the ring.
And yes, he does. You can just about see it. He's got a bit of colour on him.
Okay, already, we get it. Stop looking for adulation for the crowd and get back into the fight.
Oh, Rollins goated it in. Oh, he was too close to the ropes.
It can't be understated how much that could have just saved this match.
Okay. Rollins now. That might just be enough. Not quite. Oh.
It hasn't ended yet. Look who's here.
And here comes Damian Priest.
I cannot believe this right now. You might not believe it.
Come to give his friend Balor the distraction. Balor with the roll up. Could this be it? Could this be what Balor needed? No, it's a kick out. Kick out one by Seth. Balor straight back in with a drop kick. These two doing a lot of showboating. It's really affecting their game. Oh. Oh! I didn't know you could do that. Curb stomp from the corner. And that's the end. Priest tried to give Balor the assist and Balor didn't capitalise. Going through his opportunity away there. And that might happen. We might have Judgment Day trying to help Balor out and Balor's not accepting it. We don't know.
The architect dismantles Finn Balor for the win. Finn Balor is stunned. He can't believe
that Seth is still your WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
But Finn had better believe it because it just happened.
All right. Now, this is probably going to be the main event, but because it's Money in the Bank, I feel it's only fitting that a Money in the Bank match should main event the show. So, I'm going to do... Oh, actually... Instead of doing a normal tag team match, I don't think it's got a stipulation. I generally think it's just going to be a normal 2-on-2. But just for the benefits of this match and the benefits of this stream alone, I'm going to hype things up a little bit. I'm going to make this tag team match, the Civil War, the Bloodline Civil War as they're calling it, a little bit more exciting as I make it an Extreme Rules. No tags, no disqualifications, no countouts, no rope breaks. Simple 2-on-2 Extreme Rules. Anything can go. Because this match needs... I think this match just needs a little bit more flavour to it than just a normal tag match. Let's get Roman. There we go. Let's get Solo. There's going to be no Paul Heyman at ringside because you can't have managers ringside during a hardcore match, which has never made sense to me in this game. There we go. His bloodline attire. Now let's get the Usos. There's Jay. There's the attire I made for... There we go. The custom attires I made for the pair of them. Just for the benefits of this stream. Okay. It's the Bloodline Civil War. Roman Reigns. World Heavyweight WWE Undisputed Champion Roman Reigns teaming up with Solo Sikoa to take on Jay and Jimmy Uso. Now, just for a quick little thing, if you don't know what this is, these four used to be a faction, but Jimmy and Jay have just split away from Roman and Solo. Roman is the cousin of all three of these men, whereas Jimmy and Jay are twin brothers, and their youngest brother is Solo there. So there's a lot of family drama going on with this storyline. And I think it's been a long time coming to see the Usos finally kick Roman's teeth in. And the question is Solo going to continue doing what Roman says, or at some point is he going to decide he's had enough and lay out the tribal chief? These questions will be answered tomorrow night. Here we go.
And always oozy with confidence. The Usos look as ready as ever. It's hard to overstate how far Jimmy and Jay have come.
So Jimmy's going straight for Roman, whereas Jay is going straight for Solo, but Solo seems to have the upper hand here. Jimmy quickly coming in for the save on Jay. That's just opened Jay up for Roman. And I think that's where the story has to end, is between Jay and Roman. Because Roman was the one who gaslit Jay into the bloodline in the first place. Absolutely manipulated the poor boy. I mean, if this story ends with Jay beating Roman for the undisputed title, I mean, I won't say no to it.
He kicks out before two. Not quite. And it's reverse pain for that mistake. Taking this to the floor.
Roman was trying to get some stirs going, but Jimmy wouldn't have it. Solo's really just going after anyone that's moving at this point.
Against the fact that they could fall victim to a vicious and hellacious attack. Well, the difficult part is
Give me, why are you watching me? Oh, he was waiting for Solo to be open. Gotcha.
The referee is truly only there to count pinfall attempts and check to see if a combatant submits.
This is completely spilt to the outside. That's why Roman's now trying to take it back to the ring. It's Jay all to himself in this one. So, oh, going straight for a submission. Jay going to tap out. No, he doesn't. Right, prediction time. Usually you don't bet against Roman Reigns in these types of scenarios. Sometimes you kind of go with Roman Reigns. Because he's been undefeated for a long time, and the only one that could possibly lose this match is Solo Sikoa. Or Sikoa. Because they've really protected him. Like, ever since he returned, he's not been pinned, he's not been submitted, he's not really lost a singles match. I think the only times you could say he's really lost is if the match goes to a no contest or disqualification. I can't remember the last time he was disqualified. Or if he's in a tag team match, normally whoever he's teaming with is the one that gets pinned or submitted. Like, Roman hasn't really lost a match to anybody. So it's really tough, because my prediction is I'm going for the Usos, because I feel something big is going to happen. I feel something monumental is going to happen. And if I want to go a step further, I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to say Jay Uso is going to pin Roman Reigns in this tag team match. And it will probably lead to Jay versus Roman one more time for the championship. That's what I think is going to happen. I think the monumental thing that's going to happen is it's going to be Jay pinning Roman. I think that's going to be the biggest upset that's going to happen. Or maybe we'll get a double pin, so maybe like both Jay and Jimmy pin Roman at the same time. I truly feel like it's going to be Jay getting the pin on Roman.
Jimmy Uso just trying to humiliate his opponent now. Jarring impact.
Like, from start to finish, watching the story of the bloodline, from the moment Roman returned to the moment he gaslit Jay into the group, to the moment even Sami Zayn joined the group, like, the whole bloodline story has been the most compelling storyline in wrestling to date. It's been fun to watch, exciting to watch, it's had its moments, it's been purely amazing to witness and to be a part of. And it's still going. And how it's going to end is the biggest question. Because every time you think it's over, they stretch it out just a little bit more, and it still makes you want to watch. Some people I understand, some people right now are a bit bored by it, some people kind of want it to be done with now and move on to some other things. I fully understand. But I think we could all be appreciative that this is long-term storytelling, and we have wanted that for a long time. It's just some long-term storytelling. I think Roman was going to go for a spear, but Solo ended up being in the way. So that could have been over for all we know. But yeah, like, I just feel that maybe the biggest thing that can happen right now is, almost had a victory. I actually think the biggest thing right now is Jay probably getting a pinfall on Roman. Because I think the next part of the story is maybe Solo turning on Roman. He's been a massive dick. Like, if you want context, for a non-wrestling fan who wants context, Roman's just a dick. He's an egotistical, narcissistic bastard who has basically tried to gaslight his own family members into aligning themselves alongside him just to make sure he can stay champion. He's just a very vindictive, abusive person. It's like a real true villain in wrestling, and you kind of just want to see him get his comeuppance now. Ooh. This might be it. We might be seeing the end. Seems to be all Uso right now. Jay is just making sure Roman stays down. And Jimmy's doing the same, because that's just... That was so close to my prediction. Jay almost got the victory on Roman.
This isn't the smartest thing to do. Antagonizing your opponent instead of attacking him. Oh, right to the kidneys.
This is nuts.
Heads out, and he has all the time he wants.
Solo now. Oh! He took out Jimmy, but he had a Jay problem waiting for him.
The roar of this crowd has been building, and they are in a fever pitch right now. You can feel the anticipation growing with every second that ticks past in this match. Up into the fireman's carry.
I kind of wish I saved this for last now. This is the most competitive I've seen the AI.
Not going to win this match, setting it up there.
Started out slow, was going a bit too fast, and it's kind of picked up as we gone along.
And what need is there to go looking under the apron?
Quite decent.
Plenty of ways to get creative. Up on the entrance area.
And Solo with the baseball bat.
Seriously hurt. Right across the larynx. Boom! Solo with a timely counter.
Nuts to watch right now.
And that was a well-executed attack.
Because Solo and Roman are just taking the hits and still coming at the Usos like they're the fucking Terminator 3000s here.
Nails digging right into the skin.
The Usos, though, being so resilient, they're just still getting back up and trying to
Looks like it hurts.
hit twice as hard as they did before. Eventually, someone's going to have to give up. Everyone's got a breaking point, and this might be Jimmy's as Solo hits the spike. Roman trying to steal the victory from Solo, but Jay was quick on the... So much just happened in one go. Jay came in, saved Jimmy, super kicked Roman, and Solo just dropped him with a Samoan drop. That sequence happened so quick, and that was so nuts to witness. Ooh. Solo now. Laid across the ladder. Jimmy trying to go to the aid of his brother, but Roman was waiting for him.
Reigns comes up short on that attack. Nasty shot, and now the blood is flowing from Roman's face. Able to counter.
This is what I want the match to be. I don't want it to be a normal title match. This is what I exactly want it to do. It's just everybody in the ring just beating each other up. And Jay might have got him. Jimmy may have it. And Jimmy did. Jimmy had the win. Took a baseball bat to Roman's head, I believe, and just ended it there. So they couldn't get back in the ring quick enough.
And if I'm in the tag division, I'm hoping with all my heart I don't come across these two in the future.
Could this be what we see? Could my prediction be correct? Could we see the Usos pin Roman for the first time in ages? A 4.5-star match. No, I'd give that 5 personally, from what I witnessed. And now we come to the final match of the card. It is the men's Money in the Bank. Now, it is 7. It's not 6-man. It's a 7-man Money in the Bank match, this one, because they've included Logan Paul. Now, I make no secrets about my feelings about Logan Paul. I don't like the guy. I very much dislike him. But when it comes to wrestling, I have to admit, he does get it. He understands it. He doesn't make fun of it. He doesn't mock it. He actually understands it, and he gets the mentality of it. And I am grateful that he has taken it so well. Oh, hang on. There we go. I'm glad he's taken it so well, and he takes it seriously. At the end of the day, I still just don't like him as a person. I just don't like the guy. So I will not be included. Now, you can't have a 7-man Money in the Bank match anyway in this game. You can only have 6 or 8. Which means I would have to include Logan Paul, I would have to remove somebody from the match. But here's the best part. Because I don't like Logan Paul, I'm just not going to include him. I'm just going to include everybody else and just not include him. And if anyone has an issue with that, then, well, I apologise. And you can go find somebody else who has included Logan Paul, or you can go and do your own sort of simulation and go from there. But at the end of the day, this is sort of, I have to, like, I've got to put my foot down. This is my Twitch stream. It's my YouTube channel. It's my content. And if I don't want to include someone I don't like, I'm going to do that. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll include this model. No, actually no. I'll include... I downloaded a Santos Escobar for this stream, but then kind of... don't know. Because he's not an alternative attire. He's like a fully customized character. That's really well made to look almost like Santos, but I'll stick with the in-game model just to be on the safe side. I'm already been worried enough about the sort of glitchy lookingness of things that I've seen so far. Anyway, so this is our men's Money in the Bank. Just get the final participant. As we have ourselves, there he is. So we have ourselves Shinsuke Nakamura, Butch, who is formerly known as Pete Dunne, LA Knight, Damian Priest, Santos Escobar, and Ricochet. None of these men have ever held the WWE Championship. None of these men have ever held the World Championship. So, trying to figure out which one of these, knowing that Triple H is fully behind all 6 of these men, trying to figure out who is likely going to win is a tough call. because this could generally go either way. And I'll wait for the match to start before I fully get into my opinion on, or my prediction, sorry, on who is going to win.
Watching this no DQ match, I can't help but think of all the great no disqualification matches we've seen in WWE over the years.
To be honest, there's two people I think could win this. Everyone's got a chance. Everyone has a chance. And you might get surprised, but it's just there's two people that stand out currently who have an opportunity to get the briefcase, and that is LA Knight and Damian Priest. Now, LA Knight has been getting some really massive crowd. Oh, for fuck! I thought I set up for. Ah, fuck's sake. Okay. Somehow, I thought I set it for the ladder match. Turns out it wasn't a ladder match, it was a normal match. Don't know how that happened, I'm pretty sure I selected ladder. So I'm going to have to go through the setup again, bear with. But, as I was trying to say... Goodness gracious. You know, LA Knight's been getting some really massive cheers. People, like, fans are really behind the guy. And I think that's because he does come across as a very believable sort of person to be a champion in WWE. Like, he's amazing on the microphone. He can actually go in the ring. Like, the guy is super talented, super charismatic. It's a no-brainer that you would want somebody like him as your champion in your company. And you know, he deserves to get that push. I mean, there's concerns of his age, because, believe it or not, he's 40. I actually thought he was a little bit younger than that, but he's in his 40s. And yet he is such an amazing talent still. You know? Right. Hopefully this time I've not messed it up. But he really is such an amazing talent. And he is actually... One sec. Alright, I don't need to restart at that time. I happen to be controlling LA Knight. Even though, yeah, he is my prediction to win. Like, my prediction is LA Knight. This is the opportunity to give him the briefcase. Let him just keep hyping up that he's going to cash it in to win the championship. Make him out to be a smart Money in the Bank person, not a dumb asshole who just run out there and cash it in and then waste the opportunity. Like, actually make him out to be a smart, calculated individual who waits for the right opportunity to cash his Money in the Bank in to win the championship anytime he wants. Because he deserves it. Like, he literally deserves to be a bit pushed a bit more and showcase more. And he definitely needs to put a championship on the guy. Well, I can actually see him as a world champion down the line. And they really need to do that as soon as they can. And not waste the opportunity. And look, he's the first person up the ladder and grabbing the briefcase now. It even shows that the AI wants it just as much. A second person as a backup, even though I'm going to stick with LA Knight as my main prediction, second person as a backup is Damian Priest. Because he's really amazing in the ring. Like, some of the things he can do just is mind-blowing. He's really improved over time. I mean, sometimes he makes mistakes on the mic, but other than that, he's really amazing to listen to. And again, he looks like a legitimate person that you could see holding the title. And why has everyone just... Why is everyone just watching? Yeah, okay. Santos was just taking a kick on the ladder while everyone was just watching Damien and LA Knight go on it. It's quite strange. But yeah, Damien's just is another person who deserves to have a rocket strapped to his back and let him go straight to the moon, because he again, just the guy can do incredible things. He looks legit. People seem to really be behind him, and when you've got people who are behind your talent, you kind of want to try and push them. You want to try and ride that momentum, because that's what people want, and you kind of want to try and give the people what they want as soon as you've got the opportunity to. Otherwise, you don't know how long until people might start to get a bit bored, maybe. And Shinsuke Nakamura has won Money in the Bank because Damien Priest got stuck on a ladder, if I saw that correctly, and no one else tried to go in there and stop him.
Here is your winner, Shinsuke
Okay. I definitely should have ended on the tag team match. This is what I mean, there's been a little bit of glitchiness going on and I don't know what's happening, because the game was performing quite well when I first played it. It was performing quite well several weeks ago, and then they've done multiple updates, and now all of a sudden this game's a bit more broken than usual. I wouldn't say it's broken to the point of 2020 WWE2K, but it's getting to a point it's kind of like the performance has dropped. The fact Damien Priest got stuck on a ladder, trying, like, not the ladder itself that Shinsuke was standing on, like, there was another ladder laying across the ring, blocking the other side of the ladder, and yet Damien couldn't walk through it or move it, or... Like, okay, that was kind of a disappointment. Good for Shinsuke, though, like, he's somebody who also did, like, him and everyone else... Don't want to take anything away from them. They all deserve it. They all deserve an opportunity to be Money in the Bank holder. They all deserve an opportunity to win World Championship. But at the end of the day, the two main people right now is Damien Priest and LA Knight, because everyone seems to be very much behind the pair of them. But if I had to choose, it would be LA Knight, and that is going to be the prediction I stick with. So... as a recap, to finish this off, my predictions are Gunther to retain the Intercontinental Championship, Cody Rhodes to defeat Dominic Mysterio, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler to retain the Women's Tag Team titles, Seth Rollins to retain his World Heavyweight Championship, LA Knight and Io Sky to win Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank briefcases, and also the Usos to defeat Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. And for an extra little bonus there, I would say it's going to either be Jay or both Jay and Jimmy pinning Roman. That is my predictions for Money in the Bank 2023 in London. That is all for the simulations. We've got through the matches quicker than I expected. If you've been watching, thank you for watching. It's been an interesting one, trying to get back into the flow of things, trying to get back into doing this, I guess. I'm quite disappointed. The AI was starting to pick up, but then it kind of dropped there at the end. Something about the performance of this is not correct, and I don't know why. As before, the game was playing just fine. Like, you can go back to my previous streams of this game and you'll see that the game was performing just fine. Now it kind of isn't, and that's quite disappointing. But it's not a massive letdown, just disappointing. Like, as a parent, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. But anyway, thank you for joining me, as always. If you're here on Twitch, thanks for watching. Maybe give me a little bit of a follow just to keep up with me if I continue doing this down the road. Or if you're watching this on YouTube currently, maybe hit that like button. That will help me out quite a bit. And you know what else will help me out? If you leave a comment, let me know what you think, so I can maybe know if there's something this is you want to see more of, or if there's anything else you want to see of, or if I should continue doing this. You know, would be nice. And also hit the subscribe button, because if you're going to follow me on Twitch, why wouldn't you subscribe to my YouTube? You know, I'm just saying. But that is all for now. So, I hope you all have a good day. Try to take good care of yourselves, and I will try and see you all next time. Goodbye for now.